My ex and I had come to town to meet a couple of my cousins for dinner. My ex is the type that will talk loudly in public and try to get reactions out of people that can't help but overhear. We had met my family at a Don Pablo's, which is a Tex-Mex place. My ex starts loudly complaining loudly to me that the food isn't real Mexican food and that it was a disgrace to we're both Hispanic culture, blah, blah, blah. After a little bit, the conversation somehow got onto the topic of shopping, and then light-hearted joking about leaving the SOs behind because they were shopping too long. My ex gets suddenly serious and an angry look, then says to me, "You'd better never leave me anywhere, because I'll leave your ass and you'll never see me again." All my family was sitting there, not looking like they don't want to acknowledge anything is happening, but everyone is very quiet. After realizing she's no longer playing around and feeling disrespected in front of my family, I reply, "What? Like that's some big loss?" She sits there silent, then after a few minutes retreats to the bathroom. When she leaves, I look at my family like WTF. One of my cousins says if she's going to be like this, then she can sit somewhere else. She comes back and sits there silent the rest of the time, occasionally sniffling and making it known that she was crying. We left and we had a huge fight in the car. At the end of the relationship, we had a big fight where she was going to throw my clothes out on the lawn. I'd never been in a relationship where anyone had ever done this before, and I didn't want my clothes strewn outside. She knew I'd never do anything physical to her and had no respect for me, or anything for that matter, so any threats or "you better not" stuff was greeted with indifference. At my wit's end, I walked fast at her screaming, "Put down my goddamn clothes," and stopped right in front of her. She stopped, and then started crying. From then on, that incident was leverage in any arguments or whenever she wanted to make me feel like I was lucky she was with me. She would say that she didn't know any more. "You really scared me, and I don't know if I can be with someone who scares me like that. I don't want to worry that you might hit me, and what if we have kids? Are you going to lose your temper with them too?" This would go on. And what's most infuriating is that she made me feel like I was an abusive man and that I was this horrible person. I was raised to never hit a female ever, and to always be respectful. I always prided myself on being a nice guy and gentleman. Her and I had been together 4 years at that point. Didn't she know me better than that? I broke up with her very shortly after that. Glad to be rid of her.